వెరీ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. టుడే మన కెరీర్ గైడెన్స్ తరపున బొడ్డు సురేష్ గారు. సో ఇతను మనకి ఏదైనా స్టూడెంట్ యొక్క ఇంటర్వ్యూ గైడెన్స్ సంబంధించి కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఎనీ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ సైడ్ రావాలి అనుకుంటే ఒక స్టూడెంట్కి అవగాహన, అది ఇంజనీరింగ్ స్టూడెంట్లో వాళ్ళ స్కిల్స్ కావచ్చు, వాళ్ళ పర్సంటేజ్, ఏ బ్రాంచ్ సూటబుల్, దాని గురించి ఈరోజు సార్ని గైడెన్స్ ఇవ్వాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. నా పేరు సురేష్. నేను అమెజాన్లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఇట్స్ బీన్ 17 years in Amazon for me. I have gone through different companies and different work roles and levels. So I just want to give a very brief overview of how the interview process happen, how you can actually make the probability of getting this interview successful better, and how it works in general for the other companies as well, right? So when you are actually into fourth year, you will see a plenty of different roads and paths on what course you need to learn and what exactly you need to prepare for interview, specifically for like FANG kind of companies like Apple, Amazon, Netflix, so on. So we need to get the basics right first. So the technology is changing so rapidly and so fast, so it's very difficult and impossible to keep in touch with every technology and every language, programming language and so on. So it doesn't matter whether you are from computer science or electronics or any other stream of engineering, or in fact even outside engineering as well. What matters is your understanding of your problem solving skills and how you attempt the problem and how you solve it incrementally, and how your design skills going into when it specifically comes to these kind of companies, and particularly in the software side, right? So for example, when you are actually targeting an interview, as I said, get the basics right. So don't try to learn too many things, but focus on how to solve the problem first. So what is the problem? When interviewer has given a problem, first understand the problem deep and ask more questions to clarify, and be clear in asking the questions and communicating with the interviewer. And once you understand the problem in detail, once you make sure the requirements are right, then walk through the solution, think through and walk through the solution and explain to the interviewer what you're thinking about, rather than you just go and build solution at the end you give. That's going to be a mistake or incorrect. So walk through the problem so that interviewer can give you some tips. Interviewers are very helpful and they are ready to give tips, so keep you in the right path. So keep the solution right. First try the brute force if required, and then keep optimizing later, rather than trying for an optimized solution immediately in the first go. So that helps. This you can do it in any programming language, either Java, C++, Python, anything. You can choose, you can explain, or you can suggest the interviewer on what you want to pick. That's okay. And make sure your algorithmic steps are clear, and make sure you cover the edge cases. It's not just you give the problem solution, but also how you are covering the edge cases and how you test that, how you scale it, whether it works only for certain number of use cases or it works for all use cases. Make sure you think all around that. And that's one area. And another area is the design. Like, how do you design a big platform, like say for example Amazon itself, or Flipkart, or BookMyShow, or anything, right? So have fair understanding about how the different design principles and components exist in the design. At least you need to understand different components in the design. You don't need to really well versed with every component, like how caching works, or how the databases work in general. But at least you need to understand, hey, I need a caching here, I need a database here, or it could be SQL database or NoSQL database, or you need to understand to that extent at least, and put that in clear expressed format of the design. So what are all the components required, what is the data transfer happens between the components, what is the transfer flow, data flow, or eventually how you need to connect these dots and then come up with a final design solution. That's another important factor. And the third, communicate clearly, be honest, and don't blabber. So if you don't know something, just tell that and ask questions, so that your time would be utilized better during the interview process. So if you follow these basics rights, being honest and ask questions, make it clear, and then get the process sequence, and follow step by step, it's fairly easy. So don't try to mix so many things, and don't show that you know too many things. It does not required. What you need to know is basics. So get those basics right, and all the very best.
Very nice, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice information. Thank you.